Next, we will see the what is wastewater flow rates. The wastewater indicates the water which is waste. Flow rates means the speed of the moving of the wastewater. So as the name indicates, it's a wastewater flow rates. So we have to determine the speed of the moving of the wastewater. So in order to determine the section of the sewers, it is essentially to know the total quality or the quantity of the wastewater or the sewage that would flow through the sewers. The total wastewater flow that can be divided into two components. That components are, one is the wastewater flow, another is the dry water flow. So what I'm showing here, this is the two flow which generally takes place. That is one. The first one is the dry weather flow. The second one is the stormwater flow. Dry weather flow is the flow which takes place during the summer season. During April-May season, what the season we'll see dry season or the heavy sunlight where there is no rainfall. So that time is known as dry weather flow. Storm water flow, that is nothing but the water flow during the rainy season. So that is a storm water flow. In the dry weather flow, it is a flow through the sewers that would be normally available during the non-rainfall period. It consisting mainly, one is domestic and another is the uh, industrial wastewater, and another is industrial. Okay. One is domestic, another is the industrial. Okay. So these are the two wastewater which usually occurs. Domestic wastewater is nothing but the waste which is coming out from the householder, from the residential, okay, or the sewage water also, or the including the rain water also. Okay. Industrial wastewater, the water which occurs in the industries, that is the industrial wastewater. The stormwater flow is an additional flow that would be very occurred during the rainy season. It consisting of the runoff which is available from the roof, housing roof, or the roof from the residential building, public buildings, or the open space on the surface of the road during the rainfall. So that is called as stormwater flow, or we call it as runoff. So these are the two, domestic sewage and industrial sewage. First we'll see about dry weather flow. So first we'll see only about dry weather flow. What is this dry weather flow? It is the quantity of the wastewater flows through the sewer in a dry weather when no stormwater is in the sewers. Means rainwater is not there in the sewer. Dry weather flow is also sometimes called as sanitary sewage, or the wastewater which is comes out from the bathroom, kitchen, and all and other public building is called as sewage, sanitary sewage. So it is obtained mainly from dry weather flow. It is obtained mainly from, one is a domestic wastewater, another is the industrial wastewater, and the wastewater from the public facilities and groundwater infiltration. First we will see about in the dry weather flow, in the domestic wastewater. So I told in the dry weather flow, only the main sources are domestic and industrial, and the wastewater from the public facilities means public toilets, and the groundwater infiltration means from the ground only it will comes to the top. Okay. So that is also a dry weather flow. In the summer region, in at summer time, what are the flow which will takes place, that is a dry weather flow. So we'll see one by one about the sources. The first sources is domestic domestic wastewater. Hmm? So what is this domestic wastewater? So where this domestic wastewater will comes? Hmm? So domestic wastewater, yeah, it is the amount of the water which is being supplied daily by the water resources department or the municipal or the water department for the domestic use. This water get consumed in the various ways. Therefore, all of it, the whatever it does not reach the sewers, the wastewater reaching the sewers will be a part of the water which will be used for the flushing the water closet. That is nothing but toilet, or urinals, washing clothes, bathing, and washing utensils. So in the kitchen, that is nothing but wash basins. So that is the domestic wastewater. Next, we will see the wastewater from the industries. So where the industries will get the next is the industrial wastewater. So in the industrial wastewater, so that is the waste which is occurred from the industries. So wastewater which is being generated in the industries after the consuming the water for the manufacturing process. So if you take a cloth industry, will use after the washing of the clothes and for the removal of the color after coloring the clothes. So whatever the waste left out in the cloths, that will be removed after final washing. So that is also waste which is occurred in industry. If you take a wastewater from the iron industry, after quenching, at the end, the whatever the left out the wastewater which is coming out from the steel waste, that will be a wastewater. Like that, each industry will get the different wastewater. Usually in the dairy products also, the wastewater will accumulate. Each and every industry, this wastewater will get accumulated. That is the industrial wastewater. That's about the industrial wastewater. This is the another source of the dry weather flow. Next, another wastewater flow will take the wastewater from the public facilities. So what is those public facilities? Another source is the wastewater from the public. Yeah. This is the wastewater from the public facilities. So this is the wastewater from the public facilities are, one is government offices or private offices, government or private offices, and schools, colleges, hotels, any restaurants, and the lodges, bus station, railway station, and the streets washings, and the washing from the buildings, and whatever the waste which is coming out from the public facility after the using of the public facilities. So that is the wastewater from the public. So next, we will see about the ground infiltration. What is the groundwater infiltration? So in the groundwater infiltration, so usually the infiltration will takes place um, from the 1 minute. Sorry. Mm. This is the groundwater filtration, the fourth source. In this groundwater infiltration, this quantity of the amount of the water which is coming out from the ground to the surface by infiltration. So considered this is the ground, uh, ground level. Okay, so water will start moving, coming from the down to surface. So this is called as the groundwater infiltration. Infiltration is nothing but movement of the water, movement of the water will take place from the surface of the soil layers, that is the infiltration. So movement of the water takes place from the top to bottom, or from the bottom to top of the ground surface. So that is the infiltration. Usually water will takes place in the downward direction only, but in some cases water where the sources of the water is very more, groundwater level is very high in the ground, inside the ground means, then the uh, water will take place moving from downwards to upward direction. Okay, in such cases it will happens. So this groundwater infiltration, the groundwater that infiltrated through the sewers, it depends upon the nature of the soil and the materials of the sewers, and the nature and the condition of the sewer joints, depth of the sewers, and the position of the water table. So this is this about the sources of the dry weather flow. Next we will see the what are the factors affecting the dry weather flow in the next video.